What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome to the Ripple Effect YouTube channel of awesomeness. Maybe I should rename the channel now that I think about it. I had a really interesting conversation with somebody I wanted to share with you because I thought it was kind of fun. For those of you that are running your own business and you're in a leadership role and you're thinking about, growth and doing all the things that are necessary, you probably have your fingers in a lot of pies. And oftentimes, what I find with a lot of leaders, especially when I coach them, is they sort of get to this level of status. Status that says, I have made it. I am the top dog. I'm making the money. I should be bringing in people to do all of the menial tasks. And there is some value. I've talked about it. Know your strength, understand your weakness, delegate where you don't need to be investing your time to people that have the skills and expertise to execute. That doesn't abdicate you to sit on your throne while everybody around you serves. That is not what I talk about, my friends. In fact, it's quite the opposite. And how this came up is I had a good friend that I was talking to yesterday said, you're always working. You're always, you're up at the office, you're doing stuff on the weekends. And I said, he actually was calling me because he wanted to get a cup of coffee today. And I said, I can't because I got to be in at 6 to do a podcast interview for my software company. And he's like, don't you have people to do that? Yeah, I do have people, but I would never have anybody come in at 6 a.m. to do a podcast interview that I should be doing myself. And it got me thinking yesterday as I was going to bed about that conversation and just how just out of touch that was. And I think I'm going to call that guy today and actually have this conversation. But I wanted to, maybe I'm planning that conversation by having this conversation with you now, which is if you're in a leadership capacity, even if you are not a leader, you don't have the title, you don't have the manager role, or, you haven't been officially crowned the abdicated leader, but you're just a employee and you're one of the shoulders, one of the soldiers that's working day to day to make whatever the product or service it is for your company go. Leadership is defined by the efforts that you're willing to put forward and you're willing to do yourself. Yes, you could abdicate it, you could delegate it, you could push it off on somebody else because it's the dirty work that most nobody wants to do, but as a good leader, you step up to the plate when you need to step up to the plate. You take the time, you put forward the effort and the energy to make it happen. And just like today, I just got off that interview with a very inspiring Rippler, a friend of mine, Molly Ironmonger, who is just amazing. But she's, one of the rock star leaders in construction. And I was so thrilled to do the interview, but no, I would never abdicate that or delegate that to somebody else because that's what I, as a leader, need to do. And I believe that my team, when they see me putting in the time, the effort, and the work on things that they know they could probably take off my plate, but that I just don't give up because sometimes a leader has to be as engaged and involved as everybody else that's out there executing. Because that means that when they see you doing it as the leader, they know their efforts are not wasted, that their efforts are not being taken advantage of, and that they are making a difference because you too are out there making a difference. And if everybody's pointed in the same direction, everybody's focused, well, guess what? Everybody starts making progress. Everybody collectively starts having success. And I believe a good leader has to be out in front saying, we're going over this hill. I'm right here with you. Let's make it happen. And no, I'm not sitting back here in my lofty tower waiting for you guys to do it all. So that was on my mind. It was on my thoughts, obviously in this conversation yesterday. And I'm never going to ask somebody to come in and do a really early interview for somebody because it was convenient for them and this is the time they chose. And so you know what? You step up and you do what needs to be done. But I think as a good leader, you already know that. I think you're already creating those positive ripples for your team. And trust me, even when you think that they're not paying attention to you, they are. They are absolutely paying attention. So keep being a great leader. Keep being a great example. Even if you don't have the job title, just show up and put the best effort you can out to whatever activity or whatever job function, whatever project, whatever it is. Be the example by which everybody sort of measures themselves against. And even if you don't have the job title as leader yet, you will. I promise. Until next time, my friends, ripple on.